Good morning, Bearcat family. It's January 7th, 2021, and I have some major news for you. If you haven't seen the buzz already online, we've launched a campaign to build a brand new artificial turf football field and community wellness facility right here in Branson, Colorado. It's a huge project, it's super exciting, and we need you to be a part of it. We're also going to launch, starting today, a 10-day community blitz. Now, you'll learn about that here in just a couple of minutes. And if you have a few minutes to spare, I'd like to tell you about what we're doing and the progress we've made so far. Speaking of progress, here's where we are. Starting on January 1st through today, January 7th, we have raised $64,625. That is absolutely amazing. Where have those donations come from? Well, at first, we had one huge in-kind pledge of $50,000 that came as soon as we launched our cute little video with the kids and our football players. You may have seen that. It's fantastic. Our 21 families that have players in our high school and junior high programs in a 5-day span pledged $10,800. For a school and community as small as ours, that is phenomenal. We had an article run in the Colorado Sun starting on this past Tuesday, and just then we've had $3,700 of donations from people that saw the article and they just reached out. It pulled on their heartstrings and they want to be a part of our success story. So, what else is going on? We came up with a really cool project name. We're calling this the Bearcat Football Claw Project. What does CLAW stand for? It stands for Community, Long-Term, Athletics, and Wellness. So how awesome is that? We're going to have a cool claw logo that you're going to see on our website, on the Facebook page, on the printed materials that you'll get access to hopefully tomorrow, the next day. It's going to be pretty cool. So that brings us to what we're doing now. We had our 5-day player family blitz starting today, January 7th through January 17th. We're going to launch our 10-day community blitz. Now, who's our target audience? Everybody. The Bearcat community is a huge community. Specifically, let's talk about our school families. If you have a student here in Branson or in Kim, man, we're talking to you. We need your help. If you are an extended family member, maybe a grandparent, aunt, uncle, brother, sister, cousin, um, to one of our school kids, have a connection, a family connection to our either of our schools, man, we're talking to you. Community members. If you grew up here, if you're part of our extended community, man, this is for you as well. Alumni of both Branson and Kim schools, man, we're going to reach out to you and ask for your help as well. What a great project to be a part of to carry on the great lineage of quality education and athletics and sportsmanship that our communities have always been a part of. And local businesses in the Trinidad area, La Junta, Raton, all of our close areas, even extending up into people that we know and do business with in Pueblo or Amarillo. Think about all those places that we're going to reach out to, and we're going to blitz them over 10 days. So, what can you do to be a part of this blitz? The first thing you can do is make a pledge. We're not taking actual cash donations yet. We're going to wait until we get official green light status from the school board to say, yes, we're doing this, before we ask people to actually write checks or donate money. So you're not going to see actual donation channels or online things yet, but you will find pledge forms where you can commit to making a payment and or making a pledge and helping us out. We also want to spread this out potentially over 2 payments if you need it. Half in March and half in March of next year, or whatever schedule you would like. Split it up into 2 to make it more doable. That's what my wife and I did with our pledge. How are we asking for pledges? Well, if a football field's 100 yards, we've broken it down into nice football terms. Our total goal is 450,000 bucks. So 1 yard is $4,500. A foot is $1,500. An inch is 125 bucks. Can you pledge a yard, or maybe a foot or two, or maybe a couple of inches. You'll see on the pledge form where you can easily select the designation or pick a different donation or pledge amount that's workable for you and for your family. Again, make as big of a step as you can. The bigger the pledges, the faster we're going to get to our goal. And we understand these are hard times. Everybody's budgets are strapped thin. But if we can all give just what we can, we're going to see this happen. Second thing you can do is reach out, share, and invite. Reach out to the people that you know. Have those conversations with your extended family member. Share our story and invite them to come be a part of our success. This isn't a dream. This isn't a pie in the sky lofty thing we're shooting for. This is a plan that's going to be successful. So invite people to be a part of it. The third thing that we're going to do, and we encourage each and every one of you to do, is be a part of our media blitz over the next 10 days, really, and moving forward. But let's really hit it hard now. The first thing is Blitz social media. Share our story. Write a little blurb that's your own and share it on your Facebook network, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever. Who knows? TikTok. I'm too old for that one. But wherever you are on social media, share our story. Share a link to our Bearcat Claw page, and there'll be a link to that here at the very end of this little presentation. Share one of the news articles that's been written. We shared about the article in the Colorado Sun. We have Finn Warner is working on an article for the Trinidad Chronicle that should be out in a couple of days. So let's blitz our social media. I also would like you to all help me blitz and help us blitz the traditional media, the old school media, TV, newspapers, and radio. Everybody has a website, each of those media outlets, and they all have like a community tip line or a storyline where you can contribute an idea. If just one person sends a little blip on their radar, they're not going to notice. But if we all go to the major networks, the major radio stations, the big newspapers, and the small newspapers, and hit them with a lot of direction to this amazing thing happening right in this little small town of Branson, Colorado, somebody's going to notice. And some of the bigger networks are going to take notice and get the word out. And the more we get it out, the more donors are going to see and hear our story. So I'm going to send out links to every single of the major ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox networks in Denver and Colorado Springs, all the major radio stations. If we can get interviewed on a morning talk show somewhere, that'd be fantastic. 850 KOA on the radio. Gosh, the stuff in the Arkansas Valley Journal or the Arkansas Valley region. Man, what media outlets can you think of that we can all blitz? And I'll be sending out links to where we can all hit them and let them know about our story. Well, let's blitz them. Let's get some attention. It's going to be exciting. So those are the first three ways you can be involved. The fourth and maybe most strategic and critically important to our success is talking to large private donors. Who do you know in your circle that has financial means beyond just the average everyday Joe? Maybe you have a hunter that hunts on your property. Maybe you run cows for a wealthy out of state landowner. Maybe you do business with somebody or have connections with a large business owner. Let's really think about approaching those people and asking them for significant donations. And before we just run out and start knocking on the doors and making those phone calls to those large donors we know, let's strategize, because the last thing we want to do is have maybe a willing donor get bombarded by 8 or 9 phone calls asking for money for the same project. So send me your ideas, the contacts, those people you are, and whether or not you'd be willing to have that conversation and what's your connection. And then maybe we can kind of be smart and figure out who the best person is in our circle of our Bearcat family to actually have that conversation. We're going to have some printed materials for you. We're going to have brochures, and all of that's going to be ready and sent out tomorrow. It's going to be great, but let's be smart about that, because those big donors can help us take those big steps to really achieve our goal. So what's after that? Once our 10-day blitz is over, we're going to take the amount that we've raised and pledged in these 10 days and present it to the school board and get their financial commitment. After we get their financial commitment, we're going to approach some granting foundations and see what they can do for us. We have some great leads already with Great Outdoors Colorado, the Daniels Fund, the Gates Foundation, Colorado Health. There are so many great organizations out there that love to partnership with communities like this. And by showing that we've already have investment from our community and from our school, it's going to be a slam dunk. It's going to be a success for those foundation, those grants. So that's that's the plan. So, what do you do next? First and foremost, go to bransonschooldistrict.com/football. That is going to be the site we want all of our media blitz to go to. We want all of our social media blitz to be funneled to that site. That's where you're going to find the links to where you can actually pledge. You can learn more about our program, about the steps we've made so far, and our plan going forward. Exciting stuff. You also see there my personal contact information. It's just my email address is just my name, Brad Doherty, at bransonschoolonline.com. Send me any information you have, ideas, comments, suggestions, questions. I'd be happy to answer them. You also see my cell phone number right there. Again, if you'd like to reach out via text or phone call, please do so. I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. Just so you know, in the afternoons, Monday through Friday, I teach PE right here in Branson, so I don't answer the phone during that time. But outside of those hours, man, I would love to help organize and get your ideas and pass your ideas along to our leadership team and let you know how you can be involved. So again, I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching this little update video and really think about how you can be involved in making this football field community wellness facility a reality here in Branson, Colorado. Thanks for your time and have a fantastic day.